Welcome back to Real Estate Unlocked, the show where we take the guesswork out of buying property and help you make confident, informed decisions. I'm Brent Govan, your host and buyer's advocate, and today we're diving into a juicy topic: how a buyer's agent finds hidden property gems that most people miss, and why having a buyer's agent like myself on your side is gold. So if you're tired of seeing the same listings or reading them in the same way that everyone else does, or wondering how investors find those amazing off market deals, this episode's for you. What is a hidden property gem? It's not always the cheapest or the flashiest property. It's a property with strong long term potential that others may have overlooked. This could be because of poor presentation, off market status, or unique features. Sometimes it's a great street in a rising suburb, but needs a cosmetic update, or they marketed it terribly. Many reasons. Now, where do we find them? Off market properties, they don't get advertised publicly. They're built through agent connections and relationships. Agents call me or text me or email me and other good buyers agents before they list it. They offer exclusives. They do this for a variety of reasons. Sellers might want privacy, a quick sale, might want to test the waters. I've been at an inspection before where I was basically on my own and the seller didn't want to pay for advertising. So it allowed me to get access to a property that others couldn't. It allowed me to speak to my client, and the property was great. But because they wanted a quick sale, that was the only objection or the only thing that didn't reflect what my client wanted. However, I was able to negotiate the price for so much lower than what the market value was that my client was more than happy to accommodate their needs and buy it a little quicker or quicker settlement than what they were after. And they, in this case, bought a fantastic investment at a bargain price. So without a buyer's agent connection, in this case, you can't access this. You've also got pre-market opportunities. So these are properties that are listed, but they're not fully launched. So they're waiting for photos or floor plans. And it can give you a heads up or a head start before the crowds jump in, involving less competition. You've also got poorly marketed listings. This happens way too often. With bad photos, vague descriptions, no floor plans. They can be fantastic for buyers agents and for those that are looking and know what to look for. Heads up, the opposite can also happen, where photographers can take an amazing photos of what is actually a shoebox of a room, but make it look like this grand mansion of a room. And that's the beauty of making sure you do your due diligence. Obviously, an inspection will help resolve that, but you can look at your dimensions of your floor plan to make sure that the photos are actually close to reality, which often aren't. There's also passed in properties at auction. Sometimes they're passed in for a reason, and they're not an attractive place to purchase. But just as often, properties are passed in, and it's an opportunity to actually get a property that's below market value, because you know that the seller wants to sell, and they have that intention, and we have the intention of obviously meeting them, but doing so at a lower price point. Now, the buyer's agent's process, or a good buyer's agent process, it is extensive. It requires a lot of time, knowledge, access to programs, applications. We study trends and infrastructure changes, future development projects in the area, jobs and local economy, local school zones, catchment areas, proximity to shops, parks, hospitals, public transport. We look at gentrification indicators such as simple things like great cafes or coffee places, crime rates, community sentiment, market conditions, timing, easements and restrictions, future planning proposals, true market value, cash flow projections, property layouts, design flow, capital growth, auction clearance rates, demand versus supply, days on market trends, vacancy rates, rental yields, much more. So this is how we find properties that are suited to our clients' needs and goals, which many people either can't or they don't have time to. And it allows the client to purchase with confidence, with some reassurance They have someone on their team that is looking out for them, as opposed to the agent or the real estate agent who is obviously on the seller's side. You now have someone in your corner doing all the work for you to make sure you make a good buy. When it comes to buying property, the truth is great opportunities rarely fall on your lap. They're found through research, hustle, connections, and that's how a buyer's agent plays a part and gives you that major edge. Doing the legwork, opening doors to hidden opportunities, raising red flags, saving you from costly mistakes. If you like to buy smart, get some help, get some guidance, please reach out. Love to help you on your journey. And don't forget to follow Real Estate Unlocked on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. And if you found today value, share it with a friend or leave a quick review. It helps more people find the show. And thank you for listening. And until next time, happy house hunting.